Hi guys. Hello everyone. Welcome. We're live streaming again. Today I'm going to cover part 3 questions. Okay. So just want to say hello to all. Hello. All. Mm. Okay. Now, did I mention already? I'm going to cover part 3 questions of IELTS. Okay, so I'll just go right into this practice today because in the past I would give some English expressions or pronunciation words that are hard to pronounce or um, being mispronounced. But today I'll just go straight to the questions, okay? Mm. Oh, before anything else. So I have here part 3 questions. We have like topics, status and ambition, tourism, technology and life, education and teaching, education and skill, making friends, family, letter, environmental problems, holiday and celebration. Oh, there's a lot. News and media, friends, food and restaurant, eating habits, education, environment, influence of television, influence on young, leisure activities, shopping, sports, transports, etc. Okay, there are so many. Okay, now what is I? Anyways, okay, just yeah, give me 2 minutes maybe. I'll just set up something. I feel like I'm having a runny nose. Okay, nope. Nope, it's not working. What about if I go to my studio? Hmm. Oh, okay. Just bear with me. I just need to do some setups here. I don't know why it's hard to find. Okay. There you go. Ugh. I see I have some viewers there. Okay. So hi um, to all of you there who are watching. Just want to say hello. I'll do a little setup here for my live stream. Oh, okay. My phone keeps doing this weird sound. Pop, 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 pop. I cannot find the live stream. Okay, found it. Good. Here we go. But, okay. I don't know, guys, why it's not working. Just waiting also for you guys to send me a message. Maybe this one doesn't say save. Okay. Hi, guys. Hello, everyone. You can send me a message. Okay. All right, now I can start. So okay, I think I'm gonna repeat this because I think I already mentioned this in the beginning, but okay, I'm gonna cover today part 3 questions of IELTS. So if you have any suggestion, just let me know. I'm gonna look for those questions now. Okay, here we go. So, which one? Uh, okay. Let's say traveling. Okay, which one, guys? Traveling or there are so many topics, studying English. So there are so many. Oh boy, status and ambition, tourism, technology and life, education and teaching, education and scale, and so on and so forth. I see here Where is that? Traveling. It says traveling, and yeah, traveling, and there is also one studying English. So I'm kind of like thinking which one of these two. Let's say traveling, okay? Traveling. Now I'm gonna answer 3 questions of this of this topic. I was gonna do topic. Anyway, so first question, do you think as a, and remember guys, this is part 3 questions, okay? So part 3 questions, your answer would be longer than when you answer it, um, can't think of anything. Okay, sorry. I feel like I have a runny nose. Okay, so part 3 questions, you answer this longer. Your answer is longer than when you answer part 1 questions. Um, plus this say. Plus if anyways, hold on. Plus longer. Okay, the question, the nature of the question or the vibe is general. For part 1 questions, you kind of like mainly talk about yourself, your experience, but with part 3 questions, usually you are asked and you talk about how people in general think or do relating to which is related to the question. Okay, so it's not necessarily like universal, but sometimes the question would ask about in your country, something like that. But with part 1 questions, it would say like, so what do you do or something, or what is your daily routine? But with part 3 questions, it's not like what you are something. You would say like, uh, what do you think the people in your country would do or would say? Something like this. Okay, now let's start with the question. Do you think a society can benefit if its members have experience of traveling to other countries? In what ways? Ah, good question. Okay, do you think a society can benefit if its members have experience of traveling to other countries? Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'd say yes. The society, or do you think a society can benefit if its members? Okay. The society would benefit if its members travel, and it's in a way that, like when you travel, you get an experience that people who don't travel cannot get. Okay, I'll give you an example. Uh, let's say you are from this country and you go to another country, and your country maybe is wealthy, and then you go to a country that's not wealthy. Maybe you learn something there. Um, it's either you feel like, oh, I think I can teach, or uh, I can share my experience, my travel with with the people I work with, for example, I can share with them that it's good to help financially because there are people out there who cannot even have their basic needs like food and shelter, uh, like daily living. Some people, they cannot even eat 3 times a day or not even like once a day. They don't have roof over their heads and they just live in the streets. So that's something that you can also share with the people, for example, in a wealthy country, that to conserve whatever supply you have, because um, maybe instead of just how do you call that, like you're not really conserving energy, water, whatever, because you think you always have those, but others, they in another country or another place, they don't have. So that's something you can share with the people in your community or in your society. So then you learn something, your members, the members can learn also. And if they all travel, you can share your experience together. And not only that experience, I'm just giving an example, which is there are even like very significant benefit. Okay, so next question. Can travel make a positive difference to the economy of a country? How? Okay, can travel make a positive difference to the economy of a country? So it should be the country where you go to when you travel. Um, it's it's hard because some countries, they don't even welcome visitors because they don't want those visitors influence in a negative way, um or like influence their people in a negative way. But others, they welcome, and it's because well, it's asking about economy. So yeah, like the the country where you visit, or the country who has got lots of visitors, um they they generate revenue because of the visitors, like tourism and everything. Uh, Tourist attractions, they will make money because of the visitors. And for example, your business, hotels, for example, restaurants, and those businesses, they pay tax, and so it's good for the economy of the country. Okay. Now, okay, last question, guys. What do you think? Okay, hold on. Uh, so, just a moment. Okay, last question. I just wanna adjust my screen. Okay, okay. So now the last question. What do you think people can learn from traveling to other countries? Why? Ah, well, I know someone, she came to Canada, and then it was not easy for her to afford that trip because it was very expensive, but she thought like she learned something, and that's something that she wouldn't trade with any, like um, any whatever money she spent, because she learned like how people are clean. I mean, the city is maintained, well maintained when it comes to um, getting rid of litters, uh, garbage, something like that. So yeah, you learn so, and she said that when I go back, when I go home to my home country, I can share this experience. I can share this kind of um, mindset, like cleaning and everything, garbage and everything. Because and it's because she works in the government, and she said I can suggest to the mayor that we're gonna do this, so that we're gonna whatever she learned from here, she wants to suggest to whoever like is running the city, the leader of the city, that maybe they can do the same so that the community is clean and people are very conscious of uh, putting their garbage in the right place. Okay, so that's like that's just an example of what you can learn. And I know for leaders, for example, world leaders, when they go to another country, they learn something. And from there, especially when they have like meetings or, political whatever, and they go back and they want to implement what they have learned from that country. Um, and that's like, it's in a big, you know, uh, but we can even like learn small things, and then when we go back to where we come from, we can also share what we have learned from like for example what we have learned from our trip to in a positive, like what we have learned, um, like positive things, not, of course, not the negative things. You don't want to bring that to where you come from. But yeah, it has a big, it's so like that's only one thing that you can learn. For example, like the way the city is clean and how people conserve their utilities so that they won't run out of supply. Okay, so I'll just be here, guys. I want to mention something. I have to look for my glasses. Hold on. So you can drop your comments. Can't find the icon I'm looking for. Okay. Okay, so I'll step out. I'll be right back, okay? I'm back, guys, but I'm gonna turn on the camera. Okay. So I'll just leave it live, even though I'm done already with the practice speaking. Maybe I can also share a little bit of English expressions. Okay, let's see here. Okay, I'm not sure if I already shared this with you guys, like expressions that some people say in a different way, some people also say in a different way. Okay. For example, I don't know. So some people would say, I don't know. Some people would say, I have no clue, or I have no idea. So if you don't want to keep repeating, I don't know, uh, you can also switch to I have no clue, or I'm clueless, or I have no idea. Another thing, when you say I'm listening to you, instead of saying that, or some people would say I have You have my full attention. Also, when you say I don't understand, I don't get it. Some people would say I don't get it. Some people would say, oh, I don't understand. Or some people would say, I can't make sense of it. Or some people there is like some people would say like I can't wrap my head around it or something like that. Okay, and another phrase, I'm not sure. So maybe you say, I'm not sure. If you want to change that or you switch back and forth, you can also say, like, it's unclear to me. I'm uncertain about it. Okay, so, and also when you say, that's easy, you can also, instead of saying that's easy, you can say, that's a piece of cake, easy peasy or something. Yeah, that's a piece of cake. Or you can say easy peasy. So next is I'm going to sleep. I'm going to sleep. I'm hitting the sack. Or how do they call it? I'm hitting the sack. Or I'll get some sleep or something. I'm leaving now. I'm heading out. I agree with you. You can say I'm on the same page. Some people would say like we are on the same page. I just want to make sure that we are on the same page, like if we are agreeing on something or we are in the same, like we're talking about the same thing. Okay. I'm very surprised. I'm taken aback. This expression, I'm very surprised. It's pretty common. And when you say I'm taken aback, it's most people, especially younger generation, yeah, don't say this because it's um like quite serious. Like it's like you're reading a novel or a book. Okay, I'll think about it. So this expression, I'll think about it. I'll give it some thought. Okay. You can also say, you can think about it, or you can give it a thought, or you can give it some thought. So, okay. And mm, oh, I have to. I think it's out of tune. I have to fix it. Okay, so I'll give you some more, not a lot, but okay. I stumbled this explanation, guys, about um, generations. I just want to share this with you because I know you hear this from people, but you don't really, or like from social media or in the news, for example. But it's hard to understand sometimes, like who are the silent generation, who are the baby boomers, Gen X, millennials, Gen Z, Gen Alpha. Okay, so I'm gonna explain this to you. Silent generation is like those who were born before 1946. Okay, so these people, they're in their 70s, oh no, sorry, 80s, 85, 90s. So those are silent generations. Baby boomers, um, okay, silent generation, pre-1946, still serving on boards shaped by duty and discipline. So those are the people. So when you hear people, or for example, um, in the news, you hear it or you read it in a magazine, um, but you can't think of what is this. You know that these are about generations or people, but you don't know which generation. Okay, so silent generation pre 1946, and but still serving on boards shaped by duty and discipline. So they're old already, but they're still active in their business and they're in helping like their community or, you know, humanitarian cause, for example. Next is baby boomers. You always hear this. I always heard this baby boomers, but I know I have in my mind that these are the people, uh, but really not certain of what I'm thinking. Okay, so baby boomers, 1946 to 1964. So when I think these are the people from 60 years old to 80 years old, I think, or 70. Um, 12% of today's workforce value stability, loyalty, and legacy. Okay, so that's baby boomers. From 1946, born in 1946 until like those who are born in 1964. 12% of today's workforce. So this generation, they're still in the workforce, like up 12% in the workforce are baby boomers, and they value stability, loyalty, and legacy. Okay, so next is Gen X, Generation X. I think that's what it means. So from 1965 to 1980, 27% independent, pragmatic, delivery focused. So, yeah, I only understand independent. Okay, next, millennial. So, who are the millennials? So, those who were born in 1981 and between 1981 and 1996. So, those are the millennials. Now I understand. 34% of, I think, the whole population, purpose driven. So because they are younger, so oh no, sorry, not yeah, purpose driven, collaborative, growth oriented. So these are the people um, that are still like, you know, into something, their passion, whatever it is. So now Gen Z are those who were born between 1997 and 2012. 27% of the population are Gen Z. Inclusive, tech native, values, values transparency. Okay, and lastly, post alpha. Post alpha. Okay, so these are those who are born in from 2012, from 2012. I mean, like post, like after 2012. The emerging workforce, digital first, fast learning, entrepreneurial. Okay, so I think that's about it, guys. I just thought I'd share with you those information. Okay, so bye for now. I'll see you again in my next um live live stream. Okay. So bye now.